Hello, today's math lesson is lesson 72, rounding numbers to the nearest hundred, estimating sums and differences of three-digit numbers. So, to help us learn how to round to the nearest hundred, I'm going to write the numbers we say when we count by 100s on the board. So count with me as I write these. So we start with 100, and then we go 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000. Hey, what numbers are halfway between each of these numbers? Well, I know the halfway point is going to be something with the 50. So between 100 and 200 is 150. The halfway point between 200 and 300 is 250. Halfway between 300 and 400 is 350. Then 450. These little arrows I'm drawing just show that it goes in between. Okay. Then we have 550, 650, 750. There we go. 850, 950, and then 1,000. So if I want to think up a three-digit number, so let's say I have 323, and I want to round this number. What number do I round it to the nearest hundred? What number do I round it to? So first I look, okay, 323 has to be between 300 and 400. To know whether to round it up to 400 or down to 300, I need to see where this number would fall on my number line. 323 is smaller than 350, so that means it's going to be closer to 300. So I would take 323 and round it down to 300 because it's closer to 300. Okay, let's try another number. Let's say I have 562. Okay, so 562 I know is in between 500 and 600. So now I need to look and see where it would fall. Well, 562 is bigger than 550, which means that it's going to be closer to 600. So I would round 562 up to 600. Okay? All right. To help us know better if we round up or down, we can tell by looking at the last two digits. And that's going to be the tens place and the ones place. Okay? So, if the digits show a number that is less than 50, we round down. If the digits show a number that is more than 50, we round up. Well, what if I want to round 250? The problem is it's halfway in between 200 and 300. This number is exactly in the middle. When we haven't round numbers that are exactly in the middle, mathematicians have a rule that says that we always round up to the larger number. So if I wanted to round 250, I would round up to 300. Okay. For 750, since it is exactly in the middle with the 50, we would round this up to 800. And with 450, again, we would round it up to 500. So now we're going to practice rounding numbers before we add to find the sum. Okay? So we want to estimate first. So I have the number 426 and 575. And I need to round these to the nearest number. So I'm going to first round the 426. What do I round it to? 426 is closer to 400 because 26 is smaller than 50. So 426 is going to round to 400. Okay, so let's look at 575. And we look at the last two digits, 75. And I know that 75 is bigger than 50. So 575 we're going to round up to 600. Now I can add these. 400 plus 600 equals 1,000. Okay, let's try another one. Here we have $269 plus $508. Okay, so I need to round these, and I do that by looking at the last two numbers. 69 is bigger than 50, so I am going to round 269 up to 300. Okay, so then we do the next one. We look at the last two digits, which in this case is 8. I know 8 is smaller than 50, so I'm going to round 508 to 500. And now we add. So 300 plus 500 equals 800. We could do the same thing with subtraction. So here I have 613 minus 391. If I need to round, we look at the last two digits. 613, 13 is smaller than 50, so I round down to 600 minus, and then we look at the last two digits, and 391. 91 is bigger than 50, so I round this number up to 400. 600 minus 400 equals 200. All right, let's do this one. 984 minus 850. So 984, looking at the last two digits, 84. That's bigger than 50, so I'm going to round this up to 1,000. Hey, for this last one, we have 50 as the last two digits. Remember the rule that if our number is 50 or above, we round the number up. So 850, we're going to round up to 900. And now we subtract. 1,000 minus 900 equals 100. Okay, and that's it for this lesson. Good luck on your homework.